In our Glendale racing competition, Shane Lake and Team Thunder have claimed yet another Dubby Racing Championship, continuing the persistent push for that World Finals qualification. Coming up next, we'll see if Team Thunder has what it takes to fend off Team Mayhem for the Dubby Freestyle Championship 2 shows in a row. This is the Rigs of Rod Semi-Realistic Points Series, and this is Monster Jam! Hello everybody and welcome back to the RORSRPS channel. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as we get things cracking for tonight's Dubby Freestyle Competition. Heading into it, all I'm hearing from fans is whisperings of this tour's major threat, Blake Thompson in HyperShock, a 3-time Dubby Freestyle champion. We'll see if he can lock in another one or not very soon, but for now, let's see our lineup and find out when everyone will be hitting the track, kicking things off with Preston Perez in Monster Mutt Rottweiler, followed by Dave Reed in Northern Nightmare. Lucas Stabilizer Cynthia Gotier is going to come out next, followed by Team Thunder's Max D with Trevor Goldberg behind the wheel. Then it's Jackson Challet in Piece of Scrap, Team Mayhem's Gravedigger, Jake Cranford piloting that one. Then it's our substitute for the night, JR Mcneel in Superstar, followed by EJ Heyen in Blue Thunder. Kicking off the second half, it's Rick Steffens in Blown Money, followed by Bad Company John Gordon. Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warrior is going to come out next. Then it's Zombie with Bari Masau behind the wheel. Devin Barber in Avenger is going to come out next. Then it's Team Mayhem's Max D with Zack Anaz whipping that one. And it's Blake Thompson in HyperShock. Closing out the night, though, it's our tour leader right now, Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Preston Perez kicking things off right away with a big leap in that adjusted racing lane. Preston Perez, one of these drivers who can throw down, has had some great runs. Monster Mutt Rottweiler got up to second place in Orlando. We'll see if he can get that energy here tonight. I don't know. Typically what we see from him is going out early, but if he can throw down a solid run with these big moves, keeping it going like he's doing right now with this kind of energy, and if he can fill the clock, of course, most importantly, he could end up pretty high on the leaderboard. First 30 seconds are complete, so he will be getting a score. If you don't know, you must fill those first 30 seconds in order to get a score at all. If you don't get a score, if you end up with a 0, you end up with 0 season points for the night here in the freestyle competition, so that does nothing but hurt you and your team. A minute down already of 2 minutes, halfway through the run. And he's slowing down a little bit, kind of a, I wouldn't say dead spot, but definitely needs to get the wow factor up. And there it is right there with a nice save off of the sidewalls. Keeping it going down on all 4 BKTs. Preston Perez, like I said, can definitely throw down some good runs. It's all about if he does or not. And anything can determine that as he goes over in the same corner that we saw Rick Steffens go down in. 36 seconds were left on the clock there. So that is only going to be a score of 22 for Preston Perez tonight. This is another one of those nights where it just didn't go his way, unfortunately. Coming out with the same truck setup, something of note for those who don't know, Dave Reed in Northern Nightmare is next. These two, it worked out great because these two ended up on opposing teams, so both teams do have, this CRD3 setup on this truck. And of course, CRD is the name of the chassis. I know that, but I don't know what else to call the setup. So they both have the same setup. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll see who does it better here in Glendale tonight. Big slap wheelie from Dave Reed to kick off the run. Nicely done. Gets a kind of awkward landing there that definitely could have bit him. Could have got him into some trouble, but no. Down on all fours, keeping things running with another big slap wheelie down the track. A lot of drivers are going to take, whoa, nice, let it settle down, got into some trouble there. Do not want to go over before those first 30 seconds. If he would have went a little higher up on the sidewalls and tagged those containers, that would have been shut off and he probably would have been done. Over already just after those first 30 seconds, but he gets back down, able to keep this run going. Big leap over the double van stack, keeping it running with some nice air, getting the momentum and the energy right back up. We'll see what else he can do here in Glendale. He's having a solid run so far. Definitely one that the fans are enjoying. Getting, you know, setting the tone a little bit after sort of a lackluster run there from Preston Perez. He just goes too big a little too early sometimes, and it sends him over. Dave Reed gonna be the first one to take on the backflip containers. Nicely done, beautiful landing, and he's gonna be able to keep this run going. 40 seconds, just under 40 seconds left on the clock, with another big leap over the double van stack there, a little cross thread to get this run on its way to a full clock. Like I said, man, in racing, Dave Reed has been stepping it up in this freestyle competition lately. Early in the season, it didn't look well for him. You know, he was struggling, and of course he is still coming out second, which means he is 15th in the points standings. But in these past couple shows, he's been burning it down more and more, and it's starting to be a little promising for Team Thunder. That Northern Nightmare, oh, nicely done. Wow. Able to get it back on all fours, and that's going to kick off his night with Team Mayhem with 34. Wow. Team Mayhem leading so far for sure. We'll see if Dave Reed is the one that makes a difference on Team Mayhem's roster. That's where I was going with that little speech earlier. Dave Reed turning it up in this in the second half of the season. Cynthia Gotier and Lucas Stabilizer are going to come out next. Another driver who can really throw down, but doesn't just has problems filling the clock. I mean, gotta be honest, man. That's the biggest issue with scores overall on this season. Just you gotta fill the clock. You don't fill the clock, you will get an extremely low score. Potentially. some runs, a lot of people feel like the drivers get robbed. It's just, you know, you got to fill the clock. I don't necessarily agree with every score that comes out, but filling the clock is the most important thing you can do to push your run into a good score. Big backflip from Cynthia Gotier, perfectly executed into a moonwalk as well. Nice, look at this. Beautiful reverse move from Cynthia. She is not coming to play tonight. Made it up into the semifinals. Lost again to Shane Lake in that Gravedigger truck. But here in freestyle, she's turning it up. We still have half a run to go. You do have to be kind of careful. You want to fill that clock, obviously. Cynthia's throwing it down. She's on all fours, having a good run. I would love to see it get down to 0. Big leap in not even the racing lane, next to the racing lane. Oh, nice. Handling the step up nice and easy, making it look, you know, low effort from Cynthia Gotier. Making it look easy out here in Glendale. Just about 30 seconds left as she goes over, but ends up back on all 4 BKTs. Can she keep this up until 0? Oh, she's in trouble here. Throws it in reverse. Hey. That's Cynthia for you, man. That was a save. I'll tell you that much. That's all I can really say about that one. Cynthia, known for those kind of saves, pulled out something like that in El Paso too. Brings it out again here tonight, and it's not going to do anything but help her score. Looking for another save, but it's not going to happen. Down she goes. That's only going to be a 29 for Cynthia here in Glendale tonight. I would have thought that would have broke 30, mainly because of that save. But one move does not make a run. So maybe the judges are right on that one, man. Trevor Goldberg in Max D coming out 2 minutes on the clock with a massive leap into the center of the track there. Oh my goodness. The first one to really air it out over the bowl. And he does just that. Massive air. And there's another one over the jammer. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Gonna use it for that maximum moonwalk. I'm loving it, man. This is awesome. Beautiful control, walking it back, not even to those first 30 seconds, and he's already taking chances with these big moves. But this is one that we know these Wilmans, these Max D trucks, really love that move, can execute it flawlessly. It's all about driver skill at that point. Once you get up there, just don't roll it. That's all you got to do. He is past those first 30 seconds now, so a score will be coming in at the end of the run. Hopefully, he can fill the clock tonight like he was unable to do in El Paso, rolling the truck early and ending up in the wall, kind of into the stands a little bit there. One wheel kind of up there. We'll see what happens tonight. Big leap over the buses from Trevor Goldberg. Great flow, great momentum, man. He's turning up. I would not be surprised if, hopefully we get another couple wow moments or so, but if that ends up taking the lead from Northern Nightmare, Dave Reed, he definitely had a good run to kick off the night. I don't know if that should hold the lead all night, though. We'll see what happens. Big backflip from Trevor Goldberg. Throws it in reverse, trying to get onto his next move here. 20 seconds left on the clock. You gotta go big for these final moments. Massive leap there, almost endos, kicks it over hard. Uh-oh. Nice save. Throws in a reverse, the perfect moment, able to keep this truck down on all 4 BKTs. What is next for this final move? Gonna go for the bull once again with another massive leap. Trevor Goldberg, great run. That's gonna be a 32.5 here tonight as he gets into trouble. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a save. If he would have brought that out during the run, I'm sure that would have took the lead. 32.5 though is going to be the score for Trevor Goldberg. Enough for second place, right behind Dave Reed in Northern Nightmare right now. Jackson Challet in Piece of Scrap coming out next. Now he comes, as a lot of us know, if you're returning, you know, Jackson Challet rocks that ROR MTL setup. These trucks are known for doing a lot of things that most trucks cannot do. Kind of just ends up in situations and is able to pull the truck out and keep it running. We'll see what happens here tonight. Hopefully he can bring out some sick moves and potentially get a nice high score. 2 minutes on the clock for Jackson Challet as he pops it up on the nose for a moonwalk to start the run. Beautiful balance, keeping it going. Nice. Oh, wow. Throws it into drive and pops it up on the rear end. He's back on the nose now. Really killing these first 30 seconds. It's a good way to run out the clock and ensure you get through those first 30 seconds. Ensure that you will be getting a score at the end of the run. But it's also a long time for one move. Jackson Challet blows another tire. If you've been around lately, you know he's been struggling with these blown tires almost all season, really. I can remember specifically St. Louis, he struggled with a blown tire as well. Not a good sign here early in the run. Still have half of the run to go, and he's doing well with it right now. But when you have a pop tire, you really can only do what you can as opposed to what you want to. So we'll see what happens here as he's throwing in some good moves with this flat tire. He's going to go for a backflip. That's a death sentence, but he uses it and makes it work beautifully. That is a hard move to get right with a flat tire, but he makes it happen, and he's going to chuck it into some donuts here. Just about 30 seconds left on the clock. Is he going to fill the clock with a flat tire? Big leap over the double bus. Nicely done. Oh, stuffs it, gets into some trouble there with that flat tire, and that puts him down, and that is not going to get him a save here tonight. 16 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be a 28. Like I said, 16 seconds left on the clock. It's a good bit of time, but 28 for Jackson Challet in Piece of Scrap. Jake Cranford in Team Mayhem's Gravedigger, the first of the black and green wrecking machines here in freestyle tonight. One thing about him, man, he goes big. I'll give him that, but he's definitely struggling in freestyle points as well as racing points. Look at the big leap to kick off the run. Following in Trevor Goldberg's footsteps, he's in trouble on the sidewalls, going for a spin cycle already. Of course, that was not intentional, but got to do what you got to do to get the save and keep this run going. Keeps it off the containers, keeps it out of the pits. Love to see it, man. That is a perfect situation to end up in if you can if you can save it. The fans love it for sure. 30 seconds down. Score will be coming in for for Jake Cranford in Gravedigger, representing Team Mayhem. A big leap and he's headed into the pits. They are going to shut him off for that one. That is a dangerous situation to be putting the officials and the track crew in. Don't want to end up in the pits for sure. Minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. He does get it stopped, fairly well. I do think, yep, they are going to let him refire and continue. But, don't let it happen again, man. You do not want to end up in the pits. Going to take off over the step up. Big leap through the bowl as well. And that's going to put him on the sidewalls once again. Oh, my goodness. Wow. This might be one of his best runs of the season, aside from the whole ending up in the pits thing. We'll see if he can fill the clock to end off the run on a little exclamation point. You know what I mean? This is awesome, though. Beautiful bicycle down the track. Look at this. Able to set it down on all fours. Doesn't get him into too much trouble. Oh. Wow. Real ragged edge run from Jake Cranford tonight. Really looking to turn up. Now that his team is officially behind in the point standings, he's doing what he can to help his team get back up on top. Team Thunder leading right now with 666 points as opposed to Team Mayhem 639. Look at this from Jake Cranford. A big hit on the roof. That's going to put him down with 15 seconds left on the clock. And that's going to be only a 27, which a little surprising to me that was lower than Jackson Challet. But scores are scores, man. Judges give what the judges feel. JR Mcneel in Superstar, our substitute for the night, looking for a freestyle championship. He needs it if he wants to earn a second show and a shot at more points, which could potentially get him into the World Finals. We'll see what happens here in the freestyle competition. Big leap as he makes his debut. Take on the box truck, keep it out of the pits for sure. First 30 seconds are just about done. Looks like he will be getting a score. Oh, look at this. Nice. I mean, not perfect, but gets it done relatively well. It works. I'll take it. Little bicycle to moonwalk. Big leap over the buses. He's going to go in for a backflip. Another big hit on the roof here in Glendale, Arizona. Hard hit there for JR Mcneel. That's going to be only a 10.5 for Superstar tonight. So that's the lowest score we've had for a sub all season, I believe, on any tour, but definitely this tour. Yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of the night. EJ Heyen in Blue Thunder coming out next, though. This guy is not afraid of a ragged edge run. 2 minutes on the clock as he launches it over the buses. Massive leap to kick off the run. EJ Heyen already getting into the ragged edge run. Big cross thread over that car pile. EJ Heyen, super consistent this season. So far, one show this season. He hasn't earned himself 12 total points for the show. I'm telling you, every single show except for St. Louis, he has earned himself 12 points for the night. Are we looking at another 12 here in Glendale, Arizona? We will find out very soon. But as he throws down a pretty solid run so far, I am looking forward to what he's going to be getting as a score for this freestyle run. Look at the big leap over the box truck. And he's up on the sidewalls too. Bicycle down the track, beautifully done. Able to set it back down and keep this run going. A minute left on the clock as he smashes in those vans. I'm curious, man. He's having a good run here. We still got about halfway to go. Still a long way, a lot of time on the clock to fill. We'll see if he can get it done. But as he goes through the bowl, oh my goodness. I love EJ, man. He burns it down in this Blue Thunder truck. 30 seconds left on the clock. It looks like he might be getting a pretty decent score here. Hopefully, as long as he can get past as long as he can fill the clock, right? Big backflip right into a moonwalk. Oh, nice. Could have got into a little bit of trouble there, but ends up back on all fours once again. Oh. 8. Oh my goodness. Beautiful save. EJ Heyen brings out what what Trevor Goldberg and Max D couldn't. And that is going to fill the clock and give him the lead with a 35.25. EJ Heyen may have his first freestyle championship on his hands here in Glendale tonight. 35.5, or excuse me, 25 is a great run to close out the first half. If you guys are enjoying tonight's freestyle competition, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know with a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button, and stick around if you haven't already. The World Finals is coming up very, very soon. You do not want to miss it. Blue Thunder in the lead with 35.25. Northern Nightmare right behind him with 34. And Max D, Trevor Goldberg, with 32.5 in third. Superstar bottoming out the list here with 10.5. The lowest score in freestyle for a sub so far this season. We'll see what happens for the rest of the night. I don't know. We need a 0 to get below that. Next out on the track is Rick Steffens in Blown Money, unable to get his second racing championship of the season tonight. He wants a freestyle championship. Look at the leap into the same corner that he rolled the truck in racing. Definitely unfortunate. You do not want to go out with 0 points in racing. That puts you in major jeopardy heading into the freestyle competition. He's going big out here so far. He needs to, if he wants to earn enough points to help Team Thunder stay on top by the end of the night. He is going to fill these first 30 seconds, it looks like. Yes, he is. Nicely done over the car stack. We'll see what else he can bring out here in Glendale and how it'll match up score-wise with the leader, EJ Heyen in Blue Thunder, his teammate. Oh, he ends up in the same position as Trevor Goldberg and Max D. And he is also able to save it. Beautifully done. Looking for his next hit, though. Gonna combo up the bowl here. Oh, nice. Nicely done, man. Kind of got into some trouble there. I was worried he was going to end up upside down, but is able to keep it down on all 4 BKTs. Keeping this run going with a massive sky wheelie. Oh my goodness. What a save. A lucky save for sure, but a save nonetheless. 36 seconds left on the clock. Big sky wheelie over the step up. Rick Steffens kicking off the second half here with a solid run. I'm very excited to see what he's got as a score here. Oh my goodness. Oh, a hard hit on that chassis. Down he goes. 17 seconds left on the clock. That is going to hurt his score for sure. 25.75, unfortunately, for Rick Steffens. That is not going to make up for the 0 in racing. Ugh. John Gordon in bad company. We'll see if the second half here of Loose Cannon Racing can do it any better. Going back to back in the freestyle competition. They are neck and neck in the points as well. 74 heading into this for Blown Money. 75 for Bad Company. John Gordon, 2 minutes on the clock, going for his signature move here to kick off the run. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Beautiful little slap wheelie on the landing as well. Yeah, man, that's one way to kick off the run for sure. Beautifully done. John Gordon going right for the jammer, looking for a slap wheelie. Nice. John Gordon loves kicking off. Oh, you're kidding me. I blinked for a second and he smacks into the wall. Minute and 33 seconds left on the clock. They shut him off. Looks like they're going to let him refire. The clock is still there. I was going to say loves kicking off these runs with 2-wheel skills moves. Does it here tonight, brings it out, gets it done perfectly. You don't want to hit walls though, man. I'll tell you that much. Going for the jammer, looking for something here. Popping it up on the nose. Oh my goodness, he's in trouble. Big hit on the nose, but brings it back around. A minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. John Gordon not afraid of these ragged edge runs here on the RORSRPS channel. We'll see what happens in freestyle tonight. Gonna take on the bull. Trying to combo it up, stuffs the nose. Oh, Oh, and down he goes. Not going to be able to get the save. 56 seconds left on the clock. That is worse than blown money. 13 only for John Gordon in bad company. Definitely not the way he wanted to go out. Loose cannon not looking good out here in Glendale. It's unfortunate for sure, but next out on the track is Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warrior Team Mayhem looking to reclaim the freestyle lead. Can Bryce Kenny get it done? He took the freestyle win once this season. He wants to do it again. Orlando was only 2 shows ago, and that's where he made it happen. So we'll see if Bryce Kenny can get back in that flow state, make it happen here in Glendale. Looks like he's going to kick us off with a big leap over the step up. Hopefully he doesn't get in any trouble with that bowl. But 2 minutes on the clock nonetheless. Going to go right through it. Nicely done. Beautiful. Able to keep it down on all fours and keep this run going. Does clip the van stack, which kind of got him into a little bit of trouble, but able to keep it running once again. Nice cross thread, a big leap for Bryce Kenny in Mohawk Warrior Fire. Last season, Bryce Kenny killed it on the Sponsor Showdown Tour. Was able to make it up into the World Finals where he threw down another great run. We'll see what he can do here this season. Team Mayhem needs to reclaim the tour lead in order for Bryce Kenny to make it into the World Finals. It's a team effort here on the All-Star Challenge Tour. Your team needs to be leading at the end of the season in order to qualify for the World Finals. Look at this. Beautifully done. Does tag the containers, but they allow him to keep going. Gonna cross it up with a massive leap over the bowl. That is a that is a launch for sure, man. A booter here in Glendale this year. We'll see who launches it and who gets into some trouble on that thing. Nicely done there. Little grease, little easy grease. Oh man, big sky wheelie is able to settle it down before the containers there, before the pits. 30 seconds just about left on the clock. Bryce Kenny is having a fun run out here in Glendale, but he's in trouble. Oh, no way. Beautiful save from Bryce Kenny, is able to bring it back around. Oh, kind of gets into trouble there, gets tripped up. But again, able to bring it back onto all fours. Keep this run going, man. 10 seconds left on the clock. All you need to do is fill the clock and you will get the full potential of your score. Big backflip to close out the run. Looking for a moonwalk, unable to make it happen. But that's going to be a 30.5 for Bryce Kenny, unable to top the leaderboard here in the freestyle competition. Once again, not going to get that championship, but either way, a solid run for Team Mayhem. And they love to see those points on the board. It's going to help out no matter what. So as long as you can fill the clock and get a solid run in, your team is going to be happy for you. I can tell you that much. Bryce Kenny goes down with a big hit, and that is going to do it. Bryce Kenny, Mohawk Warrior. Next out on the track, though, Bari Masau in Zombie. Got a couple freestyle wins under his belt last season. We'll see what he can do here in Glendale this season. Kicks us off with a big sky wheelie there. Was unable to get the slap wheelie on the landing. We'll see what happens here. We know Bari and Zombie love these slap wheelies. There it is right there, little one, as we head into the box truck. Nicely done, handling it. Got tripped up, but is able to keep it down on all fours, and that's the most important. Just keep it on all fours. 30 seconds down. He will be getting a score for this run at the end. Hopefully he can fill the clock here in Glendale tonight. Gonna chuck the truck into some donuts here in the back of the track. Okay, 2 donuts. Gonna combo up the van stack. Nobody's done that yet tonight, but look at this big slap wheelie for Bari Masau. Nicely done. Halfway through the run. Now he might be able to turn it up a little bit. Some drivers wait for that halfway point just to ensure they get a good amount of points behind them, and then they start really going wild and throwing their truck into some risky situations for the fans, for the scores, all of that. So we'll see what happens here. Kind of an awkward cross thread over the racing lane for Bari. Take on the step up. Nice little bit of air. playing it safe out here in Glendale tonight. I think he just wants to focus on filling the clock, it seems. Get a pretty decent run going. Look at the air, man. Oh my goodness, a massive hit for Bari over the bowl. He's in trouble here. Oh, all that playing is safe, and 20 seconds left on the clock. He goes down. That's going to be a 24.25 for Bari Masau here in Glendale. Definitely not the way he wanted to go out. Again, man, another one, an upsetting end to a run. Devin Barber in Avenger coming out next, though, bringing out the World Finals 13 Avenger. This truck, or this body, closed out the season in Season 1 on the Custom Chaos Tour. Was able to get Jim Kohler the Tour Championship. Excuse me. Struggling a little bit to find my words, but was able to get Jim Kohler the Tour Championship on the Custom Chaos Tour, and then brought him, I mean, not this body, but this truck brought Jim Kohler the first RORSRPS World Freestyle Championship. Oh, Devin already going for a backflip. Nicely done with the moonwalk as well. Just last show, Devin was able to get the Freestyle Championship in El Paso. We'll see if he can do it again. Go 2 for 2 here in Glendale this time. Nicely done, popping it up on the nose, walking it back. He's in trouble. Oh my goodness. A lucky bounce off the chassis, and he's able to keep this run going. First 30 seconds are complete as well, so he'll be getting a score for that kind of awkward save. Nicely done over the jammer, handling it. Getting into a couple tricky situations, but I mean, this truck is really putting down a solid run. Easy to control, maybe. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of the run, if that holds true. But it worked well for Jim Kohler last season. So nicely done. Beautiful landing there. Another little easy grease over the bowl. Looking for a slab wheelie. Not quite going to get it after the box truck. Devin Barber has had some solid freestyle runs. We saw him get, what is that, 4th? We saw him get 2nd place. We saw him take a freestyle championship. He wants to keep that rolling tonight. Look at this. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Nice. Oh, my goodness. What a save from Devin Barber in this Avenger truck. Really turning up with that move. That was nice, man. 18 seconds left. He gets a big run up. He's going for it. Oh, stuffs it hard on the front end. But he's going to walk out the wheelie. Oh. Nope. Yeah, down he goes. 5 seconds left on the clock. That's only going to be a 28.25 for Avenger, closing out the first run of our final 4. We'll see what happens, man. It looks like, I mean, EJ Heyen, Blue Thunder, still holding that lead with that 35.25. Zack Anaz in Max D, representing Team Mayhem, has yet to take a freestyle championship. He wants to do it tonight. Got 2 racing championships under his belt. He's still looking for that freestyle championship. We'll see what happens here as he lines up for his first move in the bowl. The first one to attempt anything, you know, like this, starting out inside the bowl tonight. 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, look at that leap with not much of a run-up. Some nice air on that hit. And goes right into a really awkward hit there. 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock here for Zack Anaz as he gets some massive air over the van stack, completely clearing it. Nicely done, man. It's not for lack of trying, man. Zack Anaz comes out nearly every show, really throws it down with some big air. The problem with the Max D drivers is they go really big because a lot of times their trucks can handle it, but they end up going too big and down they go too early, and that's something that we see frequently from the Max D drivers, mainly more so, I should say, from Trevor Goldberg. Look at this, Zack Anaz trying to show him up here with that exact same move that Trevor Goldberg pulled out, that moonwalk. Keeping it going. 1 minute left on the clock. We're halfway through this run as Max D gets a massive sky wheelie there. Oh, a little bit of a scary backflip for Zack, but gets it back down on all 4 BKTs, keeping this truck going. 45 seconds left on the clock. What do you got for the fans here in Glendale? How are you going to turn it up even more? How are you going to really solidify your name up at the top tonight? Oh, nice. Big hit on the jammer over the buses. Massive air. Kind of a rough landing, but massive air from Zack Anaz tonight. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, stuffs it. And that is going to put him down, just gets tripped up on the cradle, and down goes Zack Anaz. Another low-scoring run, a 27 for Zack Anaz in Max D. What a way to close it out, though. A massive leap. Blake Thompson in HyperShock coming out next. 2 minutes on the clock with a big leap over the bowl. Not uncommon from what we've seen from these drivers tonight. They love hitting that bowl out here, getting some massive air, but Blake Thompson really sending this truck with that ROR MTL setup, the exact same setup as Jackson Challet in Piece of Scrap, who burned it down earlier tonight with a flat tire. We'll see what Blake Thompson can do out here as he gets in trouble. Wow, what a save. And that's what I'm talking about. These ROR MTL trucks can really throw down and pull out some moves that most trucks, most drivers cannot do. And that's why we got 3 freestyle championships under Blake Thompson's belt. Big leap in that adjusted racing lane for Blake Thompson. Blake came in 3 shows late to this tour, decided he wanted to pick up the reins from Tyler Meniga, who was killing it in the freestyle competition, but in the racing competition, not so much. Second show out, Blake Thompson comes out and grabs his first racing championship for the HyperShock name. Since then, he hasn't gotten another one, but he has gotten another freestyle championship. Keeping this run going, we'll see what he can do tonight, if he can get himself another one. Team Thunder in the lead right now, not only for the tour, but for tonight's freestyle competition. Look at the massive sky wheelie. Oh my goodness. In trouble again with that jammer on the buses. Oh, and that might be it. Oh, you're kidding me. What a save for Blake Thompson in HyperShock as he lines up for a reverse move. Nope, he's gonna air it out too. Gotta watch out. Oh, gets the save, or gets the landing, I should say. Beautifully done, man. Blake Thompson closes out the run and grabs the lead with a 36. By 0.75, Blake Thompson in HyperShock is your new leader, and he manages to perfect that move that Zack Anaz went out with. Oh my goodness, and he chucks it into some donuts, celebrating his new lead. What a run for Blake Thompson in HyperShock. Some incredible saves in there. I already know what you guys are saying in the live chat, man. He might have it. He might have it here in Glendale tonight. We just got to see what happens. 1 truck left for tonight's freestyle competition, and that is Shane Lake in Team Thunder's Gravedigger. We'll see what he can do in the black and green wrecking machine, going for the set of cars with a big leap. Nicely done. He's coming out here in Glendale fresh off of a racing championship. He's the only driver, only truck in the field that can earn the Dubby Double Down tonight. Can he do it? A big leap into the center of the stadium to keep this run going. The tour leader right now with 127 points currently to his name. First 30 seconds are complete. He is looking for that freestyle championship in order to get the Dubby Double Down. He's the only one that can do it. He needs to take the freestyle lead here in Glendale tonight from Blake Thompson in HyperShock. Oof. Another thing that's not uncommon, a big cradle hit for these Gravedigger drivers, for Shane Lake specifically. Look at this. Oh, the other side. Oh my God. You're kidding me. Just as we cross the halfway point, an insane save for Shane Lake in Gravedigger, doing anything he can think of to bring this truck back around on all fours. Hopefully he can fill the clock, man. That's the only thing that matters to me tonight. Oh, Gonna come up short in the rotation, but manages to keep it down. Oh my goodness. 30 seconds left on the clock. Uh-oh. We got another attempt at this move. Shane Lake, big air. Oh, comes up short just a little bit, but we still have 20 seconds left on the clock for this run. Shane Lake has a lot of time where he can still make something happen. Blake Thompson closed out the run with that move. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Wow. 1-0. That is going to close out the run. Shane Lake closes out the night with a 33.75. Not a new leader. In fact, he grabs third place, I believe. We'll take a look at the leaderboard when Shane's done. But he's going to keep burning it down for the Glendale fans. Stuffs it into the step up. Oh my goodness. Shane Lake, man, no slouch when it comes to the freestyle competition. No freestyle championships to his name. But some great scores, I can tell you that much, and some great runs. Oh my goodness. Kind of an awkward hit there. Side slaps that hit. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. And he's going to shut her off there. Down he goes. Shane Lake in Gravedigger, the black and green wrecking machine, burning it down for the fans in Glendale. What a night of competition. Of course, things really heated up in those last couple of trucks, but either way we go, it was a great night. I wish a few more trucks had filled the clock, but man, it was a lot of fun here in Glendale. Shane Lake ends up in fourth. Look at that. HyperShock takes the freestyle championship tonight with 36. Blue Thunder 35.25. Northern Nightmare 34. And Gravedigger for Team Thunder with that 33.75. Max D for Team Thunder with 32.5. Mohawk Warrior 30.5. Lucas Stabilizer ends up with 29. Avenger with 28.25. Piece of Scrap 28. Max D for Team Mayhem tied with Gravedigger for Team Mayhem, both with 27. And then it's Rick Steffens and Blown Money with 25.75. Zombie ends up with 24.25. Rottweiler with 22. Bad Company with 13. And our sub, JR Mcneel in Superstar at the bottom with 10.5. He is the lowest scoring substitute and with the lowest points as well. You'll see that in a second. Gravedigger Shane Lake ends up with 139 points. Blake Thompson creeping though with 131. Zack Anaz ends up with 102. And Devin Barber ends up with 101. Neck and neck there. Speaking of neck and neck, we got a tie for 88 here. Blue Thunder, EJ Heyen, and Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warrior. Bari Masau ends up with 81. And Blown Money and Loose Cannon, pretty neck and neck. We got 78 for Blown Money, 76 for Bad Company. Trevor Goldberg ends up with 71. And then it's a three-way tie here for 68. Piece of Scrap, Lucas Stabilizer, and Gravedigger for Team Mayhem, Jake Cranford. Then with 67, it's Northern Nightmare, Dave Reed. Preston Perez with 50. And the lowest points of any sub, 2 points for JR Mcneel in Superstar. Team Thunder still leads, this time by 24 points over Team Mayhem. Team Thunder was 729, Team Mayhem 705. If you guys enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in a comment down below, and stick around because the World Finals is coming up very, very soon. You do not want to miss it. Check out the Instagram for all kinds of extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. And check the description for the RORSRPS store. We got some cool stuff over there. But also, check out the channel partner, Dubby, at dubby.gg. You can get some clean, jitterless energy that gives you focus without the jitters or crash. Zero sugar, zero fillers, zero dyes, and they are absolutely delicious. Check out Beach and Peach up there on the top left. Delicious flavor, my favorite. And you can get 20% off using code RORSRPS until the end of September. Then it goes back to 10%. But thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. If you guys want to support, you can check out the RORSRPS store, or like I said, check out our channel partner Dubby and use code RORSRPS at checkout. Stick around, guys. Round 8 coming next week. I will see you then.